Afternoon, everybody. It is actually 3:30 on Saturday afternoon and I am starting the weekend vlog. This weekend we are expecting some snow, so we're expecting snow tomorrow and also some snow on Monday. So we're crossing our fingers for a nice cozy weekend, and we are also taking this opportunity to dive into a house project which I have been planning out for a little while, and now I'm ready to get going. So we are going to be kind of giving our laundry room a makeover, kind of giving it a little glow up, if you will. It's a little sad and it could just be a little bit more fun. Even though your laundry room probably isn't the space you spend the most time in, you still have to spend time in there, and I think ours could look a bit better. So we went shopping. You can see all kinds of things peeking over there on the table. Gus is over here keeping me company, and John is out at Home Depot getting more supplies. We already went shopping this morning and got tons of stuff for what we need to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you what our laundry room looks like before. So here's the grand laundry room tour. Again, it's just not that special right now, but we're hoping to make it a little bit more fun and colorful. So we've got our washer dryer. We've got our nice big sink over there, which we use all the time for Gus's things, or if we have to soak any clothing or wash paintbrushes from projects, it's a good place to do it. This curtain rod is one of the first things, or one of the most, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm really excited to change this curtain rod and put in a balloon shade so that at nighttime we're not staring at our neighbors when they are eating their dinner. So we're going to make that a priority and fix it so that we can do laundry at night and not worry about it. We're keeping all the cabinets the same color. I almost painted them, but my friends and John convinced me to keep it. I'm gonna put some cute things, I think, in those little cubby holes, and definitely organize all of this mess. Gus's is the worst. I'm so embarrassed by this, but it just kind of happens. So we're going to do all of that, and then over here is where the fun stuff is going. So we're gonna put in some beadboard here. We're painting the walls White Dove by Benjamin Moore, and then I have these super pretty wall decals. Here's a little sneak peek of them right up there. I have to cut them up so that I can tape them on the wall and kind of figure out the placement before I actually apply them. So I can't wait to show you what they are. And I'm hopeful that we can build one of those shelves, those little wooden stain shelves, to kind of cover up the water hookup here. But I'm not sure if that's something that's gonna happen this weekend or if we're just gonna have one of our talented friends do that. So that's the plan. I think I'm gonna start taping now. All right, so the tape is mostly done. Closing the gate behind me so Gus stays downstairs, but the tape is mostly done. There are just a couple areas where I need to get John's support on the ladder because it's like in a far reach corner and I don't want to fall. So I'm heading up here to my studio and I'll just show you what that is. So this is my little vanity from Wayfair that I got a few months ago. I originally got it just to really do sit down makeup videos, but I've kind of told myself recently, why are you not doing your makeup in here? And it's much more relaxing to actually sit in the chair and have lots of space for your products. And it keeps our master bathroom kind of decluttered without having all of my stuff on the counter. So that is that. And clearly I've got quite a bit here. To be honest, I pulled a lot of this out of the drawers because I was testing out this drawer divider or drawer bin that I got from the Target Dollar Spot today. So it's $5 for these 4 pieces. And I was kind of hoping it fit long ways, but it fits perfectly sideways, so I'm pumped about that. There's a little bit of room in the back, maybe for like extra bottles like this or something. But I haven't decided if I'm gonna do one large bin or just the dividers in there. But I got 2 packs of these, so I'm gonna see if it works anywhere else in the house. But I had also, before I had seen the Dollar Spot, I I'd picked these up just to see. There's like a skinny tray in here and then a very similar one to these like little cubes, but I like the white ones better and they were much cheaper. So I'm going to get this mess organized and cleaned up and I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. All right, so the surface looks a lot better. I got it nice and wiped down and clean, and you can actually see it now. So here are what the drawers look like. Not everything is like completely the same. So this is eyeshadow palettes, but I also have face powder here and a beauty blender. Normally I'll take this out and obviously like leave it to dry before I put it away so it doesn't get yucky. But these are face products, primers, foundations, oil here. What is this? Tinted moisturizer, all that good stuff. And then things I really don't use as much right now or just haven't been reaching for lately, I have in the back. This thing is really cool. That's like a little quick color remover sponge for, dry sponge for your eyeshadow brushes. I'll link that below, I really like it. And then over here, these are all of the eye products, liners, mascaras, concealers, eyeshadow primer. Back there, I have some lashes and then this tiny little palette that already fell over. I might have to move him. And then the lashes fell over. But it's this little Pro To Go palette. I'll figure it out. I think I just need one more thing there. Those two little setting sprays that I haven't been reaching for quite as much. And then these are all of the kind of blush, bronzer, highlighter compacts. And then this is a cream foundation that I use as cream bronzer, cream blush, blush. Whew. Okay. So those are my awesome Target bins. The only thing I didn't realize was that the second set was not the same as the first. They had a set with 2 of the large bins and then 2 inserts. And then the second set I got was 4 of the inserts and then 1 large bin, which was interesting. So I ended up using the extra inserts to divide these up, but I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this. This is not my entire makeup collection. I still have quite a bit over in the other room, but I'll get like a little tower or something for the rest of it. But for now, it is nice and tidy, and I need to fix the rest of this room. Now, John should be home anytime soon, but I think the project manager, project manager thinks that this is sufficient. I still have to do, I did most of the ceiling already, and then underneath the cabinets, I still have to do around this window because where the little curtain rod was, we need to spackle this before we paint. But I think we're gonna get to paint tonight, or we're excited to. What's going on, dude? All right, so here is the last before footage of our laundry room, and hopefully we have a glamorous after footage to show you, but I'm about to get started with painting. Good morning, everyone. It is a snowy Sunday. We did not expect to see the snow quite so early this morning. So when we woke up, the grass was totally covered and the patio and driveway was too. So John scrambled to start shoveling and putting some salt down so that if it accumulates like they say it's going to, we don't have to shovel quite as much all at one time. So that's what we woke up to. Last night we ended up talking to some friends on the West Coast and catching up. So that's kind of why the painting vlog part cut off a little bit. So it was good to slow down and just say hi to them and, like I said, catch up on all kinds of things. So that was great, but we are going to continue with the laundry, almost a bathroom, the laundry room makeover today, working on more paint. We're gonna add our beadboard, and fingers crossed, I really want to go ahead and get the decals kind of mapped out where I'm gonna put them, and I bet I'll rub them on the wall maybe tomorrow afternoon, or we might have a snow day tomorrow, so I'll be able to do it during the day, but we'll see. So I am geared up, or at least I've got my sweatshirt on. I need to go get my, what do you call them? My snow bibs on and my winter coat because Gus is outside just doing laps around the fenced-in area with John. So I'm gonna go kind of wear him out a little bit so that when we tackle the project in the laundry room, he is not just kind of wanting to be outside and isn't bored. So he'll be sleeping, I'm sure, after we go play. So I'm gonna go suit up and I'll take you outside with me. Hey guys! Hi! Are you having all kinds of fun? I saw you running around. Look at your white nose. Hey buddy. You wanna go play? Let's go play.
No thanks.
Hi. We're back inside from our romp in the snow, and of course, Gus just wants to go back outside. He's also listening to the snowplow go by and other dogs barking. And he often just, he'll plop himself right there. And hopefully he'll fall asleep right there in a little bit. But here is the laundry room in somewhat of the daylight because we put stuff over the windows. So hopefully you can sort of tell the difference here in the color from the builder's paint and the White Dove by Benjamin Moore. Didn't have as much warmth as I thought it was going to have. So I think it's gonna be just fine. John keeps telling me it's fine because we're gonna add all of that color with the decals, and I think it'll still have a nice look. It just wasn't exactly what I had hoped for, but we're gonna keep rolling with it, pun intended. And today we're hoping to do the beadboard along this wall, which is the only place we're gonna put it. And then I'll probably cut up the decals into smaller strips, and then I'll place them around the room once the paint is all dry to kind of lay them out before I press them on. So we'll see how long that all takes. I'm really excited to finish the project. Is it done yet? But I think that I'm probably pushing it a little too quickly. So I want to make sure it's done just right so that we're happy with it. So it won't be totally done, but you'll get to see some kind of glow up or makeover here at the end. So we're gonna get to work and we'll check in a bit. John is in the laundry room now, kind of doing the trim, not the trim, the, what do you want to call it, hun? The edges of the room to make sure that those are nice and bright as well. And it's about it's 1:01. So neither of us were super hungry quite yet. So I decided to go ahead and spend a little time making some soup. I'm doing Ree Drummond's chicken and noodles. One little thing I do with this to just kind of speed up the process is I use this food processor that my parents got me for my birthday. It's from Breville. I'll link it below. At the time, I think it was on sale in December, but I'm not sure what it is now. But it's So great for just quickly chopping up a bunch of vegetables, especially if it's gonna go in the soup like this. So with the celery, we're not big fans of celery, but we don't mind it at all in soup, so we just kind of chop it up a little bit finer. That's also good if you have kids and they're picky eaters about veggies. So I just kind of chopped up those, threw them in there. Gonna get it started, and Gus is still sitting on the mat. So I've got the veggies going in the pot, and Gus is here curled up at my feet. I knew he would be tired after all that running around in the snow, but right before I started to make lunch, in between a couple of clips there, I shouted out to John that I got my 200th subscriber here on YouTube. So I'm really excited about that. I know it is not the largest channel out there, but I think it was a week ago I had 34 subscribers, and I was super grateful for those 34. But it has been so exciting to see that number go up over the past week. And I just wanted to welcome everybody to my channel and say thank you for watching. I hope you continue to enjoy the videos, and wanted to say thank you to my mentor, Blair Lamb, who continues to encourage me and give me great goals to work towards, and just is a great support system. So that's been super exciting, and I can't wait to see more growth on the channel, but for now we're just celebrating. It's about 6 o'clock and I'm starting to think about dinner. We had that late lunch and the soup was a little bit on the heavier side because I added that flour and a splash of half and half, so a little bit thicker and more hearty. So we're gonna do just some small personal pizzas for dinner. We probably will just eat a few bites of them, but I'm thinking that a little margarita pizza flatbread type thing would be good for tonight, and it's fun to assemble those, especially here on a snow day. Oh, and while I was sitting there drinking my hot chocolate, I have a snow day tomorrow, so I do not have to work, which gives me more time to put those decals up, because I don't think that's gonna happen today, unfortunately. But I've got the pizza dough already working in the bread maker. It takes about an hour 45 minutes. A couple minutes have gone by already, and I have this unfortunate ding on my screen here. That happened, I think it happened in the condo. I was so upset about it. But the recipe I used for pizza dough was just whatever the little recipe was in our bread maker book here. It's the Zojirushi, I hope I said that right, home bakery mini. And my mom and dad got this for us a couple Christmases ago from Bed Bath & Beyond. It's been great, and it makes just enough for the two of us. We'll take this dough and just cut it right in half and make our own pizzas. And Gus is still monitoring all the snow that is still falling. And John hopefully just cut the beadboard.
I am about to. Yes,
is about to.
Some extra precautions to make sure I was doing it right.
Survey says
it's not the prettiest cut, but it will do
that
the
looks
job.
great.
And it'll fit over top. The socket part has to be pulled out a little bit, otherwise, yeah, if you just
it'll be
too in right now, it would look
how
silly.
Yellow that plate cover is compared to the.
Either it's really dirty or you need to get a new plate cover,
well,
but it's good enough. It'll you know, I definitely I think would next time do a lot better at the jigsaw, but again, I gave myself enough room to
make
cover any sort of mistakes with the faceplate, which is what you do anyway. So
all right, well, we're gonna continue on. The first installation of the beadboard went really well, and we didn't have any trouble with it. So John is actually able to finish up the other two pieces on his own so that I can go ahead and start making my pizza, so that when he's done he can have the pizza pan
to work on this so that you can make your pizza.
I will make his pizza for him. I try to assemble everything ahead of time just so that it's all out. But for the sauce, we do sometimes buy sauce, but I made this one with San Marzano tomatoes, the ones in the can, and probably, I don't know, probably like a teaspoon or so of minced garlic, little salt and pepper, blended it in the Magic Bullet I still have around from college. Of course, our bread maker made the pizza dough, rolled it out here on our mat. I know it's upside down, doesn't really matter. And then, like I said, I'm doing a margarita style pizza slash flatbread. I rolled it pretty thin. We'll see how it turns out. And I like fresh mozzarella on mine, so I'll break that up. Also put some fresh Parmesan on there. John likes to do more of a classic cheese pizza, so he'll do some part skim mozzarella and sauce, maybe some Parmesan on his too, but I'll add my basil for the margarita pizza at the very end when it comes out so it doesn't get all dry. But yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention John's dough is in there, so I didn't steal it all. So I'm gonna assemble this and show you what it looks like in just a second. All right, here's my delicious hot margarita pizza. It's definitely a pizza tonight, not a flatbread. Thought I had rolled it pretty thin, but last time I rolled it too thin and I got a lot of crust like that, which wasn't burnt, but it was not flatbread. So this looks delicious and I can't wait to eat it. John just finished putting up the second large beadboard, which now he's on a roll, but he decided he wants to make his pizza. We're all done with our pizzas, and
no, don't knock over
Gus
my
just
wine.
almost knocked over red wine. That would have been a special way to end today. But we are kind of getting tired, and we're gonna wrap up a few things in the laundry and call it a day and jump back at it tomorrow. Is that what we say? Jump back into it tomorrow. Sounds better.
Probably not in our Christmas color.
No, most certainly not.
Technically it's a little more brick red, but yeah.
All right, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. I am here at my nice clean Vanity, and I figured that while I'm getting ready, I would do the intro for this morning and tell you what is gonna go on today. I'm excited because the peaches, the wall decals, are gonna go up today. I'm excited to kind of see that project come together after working on it. We really need to do laundry, so that's one main reason why we want to finish it today. I might have said this yesterday, but I also ordered some black little cabinet knobs from Amazon, and they're gonna come Wednesday. So we'll be putting a few more finishing touches in there, little decor pieces, might add some hooks to the wall, but it's really coming together and we've had lots of fun doing it, even though it seems like it's taken a long time. We've just kind of moved a little bit slowly, you know, just taking Gus outside, enjoying the snow, also taking naps and relaxing this weekend, trying not to work ourselves too much. So this is a Pippi long stocking look, if you remember that. This is the Milani cream blush in the color Rose Romance. It's actually called their Cheek Kiss. It's liquid blush. So I like using this, especially on days where I'm not powdering my whole face, which is a day like today. Also, I want to mention that this little Maybelline Lash Discovery, this is really good for bottom lashes. This is like the tiniest, lightest one, and it's a very light formula. So it's perfect for just kind of bringing out the bottom lashes, giving them a tiny bit more color without, you know, your eye looking wide open. Or getting, you know, too much product from your regular mascara. This one is very dainty, and you also won't poke your eyeball with this. So it's really good. And if you have short lashes, you might like this. You might be able to wiggle into the inner corner of your eye a little bit more. But I don't know if you can tell, but it's just barely there. But I like to do that sometimes. Here is the final look for today. Super quick and easy. Probably took me 5 minutes if I wasn't talking. It took me 10 since I was talking. and I did the same thing yesterday. I'll link all the products below if you're interested in checking them out, but mostly green products just to keep everything nice and hydrated. One more thing I forgot, I wanted to make sure that I gave a shout out to the small shop that made this necklace that I'm wearing today. It's just like one of those coin necklaces. It's just got like a hammered texture on it. This is the Silver Wren. I will link the shop below. It's on Etsy. And if you've seen me wear the star choker necklace, I tend to layer these, but I wear the star one quite a bit on its own. I have like 6 pieces from that shop and I love them all. I tend to wear quite a bit of gold. I haven't purchased anything that is silver, but I love all the gold, and I have like a couple of gold rings that I've stacked up, and then I have like a chain link necklace that's a little bit, probably actually about the same size as this one, really good for layering. So just wanted to make sure I mentioned the small shop and gave them some love. And now we're gonna go downstairs. Well, I ended up putting a few curls and waves in my hair just because I had extra time today. Decided to do that before I came down, but here is the update on the laundry room. So I'll pick you up out of the cabinet now. We obviously are not done with it, so just kind of a heads up now, we're definitely not gonna finish this project this weekend. We were very ambitious, but with the snow, we don't wanna run out to Home Depot too much. We want to get a new piece of like the cap for the beadboard, because this one isn't quite what we had wanted, and we just worked really hard to make sure that these measurements were correct, and that took a while because we didn't want to make a mistake with putting adhesive on this and nailing it and then realizing something was wrong. So it's installed, but we obviously have to paint this, but before that we have to do the little wood filler. So there's still work to be done, but most of the painting is done. We still have a second coat up there, and obviously the stuff under here, which is kind of difficult and uncomfortable to paint, especially on our neck. And the part I was most excited for is putting these peach wall decals up. So I went ahead and grabbed some of the painter's tape and started mapping out where I wanted them to go. And I've got my Cricut scraper here to help kind of press after you peel off the front part of the transfer tape to smooth out the decal as we go. So let's go ahead and apply these decals and see how they look. Here is how the decals look. Hopefully I gave you enough of a little view of them, but I'm so happy with how they turned out. John and I were a little concerned that it would look a little bit too 2000s kitchen, where everybody had all of the fruits on like their draperies, and that was like a big popular trend. I think both of our moms had that in our kitchen, our family kitchens, but this I think is the perfect balance of like a little color, but soft, but still kind of maybe farmhousey. I don't know, it's just what I wanted. That's what it is. It's just what I wanted. So I'm only gonna do this wall, even though I have a second sheet of these. I think one wall is just fine. I think too much, we both agreed again, would be getting into that 2000s kitchen vibe. And you know what, if there ever comes a time where we don't want these anymore, they just come off really easily. Get a little hair dryer and heat them up, and they will peel right off. So super easy to apply. If you've ever done like Cricut vinyl before, same thing. But I am going to work on cleaning up a lot of the supplies and getting the plastic sheets off. I'll probably work on painting some of this either next weekend or in the evenings this week, but we really need to do some laundry. So we're gonna tidy this space up and get it back in working order, at least for this week. Okay, much more manageable to do some laundry now. So I was disappointed that I wasn't able to finish the project, or that we weren't able to finish this weekend, because I was so excited to show you the final product, but it'll come together and I'll keep recording everything. But here are a couple pieces I pulled out just to show you what I'm thinking for some small details. So this is a balloon shade from, it's a light filtering balloon shade from Target. It's the Threshold brand. So we're gonna put that right here. And what we're also gonna do to really get the privacy at nighttime that I was talking about, you know, we can see into our neighbor's dining area when they're having family dinner, and we don't want that. So you can see they had installed at some point some blinds. So we're gonna get some pull down blinds, which will be hidden underneath the balloon shade. So during the day, the balloon shade will be fine, but then at nighttime, we'll be able to pull down that shade and have privacy, give them privacy, and it'll be great. So we'll kind of have the fashion and then function as well. I found this basket at Target the other day. It's a little Threshold cotton basket, and that's gonna fit right here. I'm gonna move the laundry detergent. I think we'll probably end up putting all of our lint rollers in here because we use those quite frequently. And then these little plants, they're little fake plants, to be honest. They may or may not look like it from the camera view, I don't know. But I think I might put those in the top box. They were in Dollar Spot. So this little pot, and then the stones inside, and then the plant, those were all separate, but I think those will look nice, and the gray kind of ties into the soft gray over here. So we're gonna add some warmer elements, add some textures as well. I wanna do like a wooden shelf to go over the washer and dryer, and then we're still discussing the whole sink thing. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and close out the weekend vlog here. I am going to throw some laundry in and kind of wind down for the evening. Thank you so much for following along this weekend. I will make sure to continue to vlog our laundry room makeover process, and there will definitely be a before and after reveal, so stay tuned for that. And if you want to follow along for more daily updates, you can check me out over on Instagram. Thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.